Yeah, guys came out and did a lot that we asked. We've been preaching a fast start, and we didn't start as fast as we'd like, only getting 3 that first drive, but really started a lot faster, which is a positive. Challenge our guys, let's run the football well. Thought we ran the ball really well. We did a lot, but, at the end of the day, we just didn't get it done. A couple 2-point plays that weren't there. At the end of the day, we had the ball to win the game at the end. We didn't get it done. So, a lot of positives, but there's still a lot to clean up. And at the end of the day, we got to get the win. So.
Coach talked about Bailey making a lot of checks at the line of scrimmage. I've seen a lot of 5-6 man boxes. Is there anything on film that you've seen from Old Dominion so far that maybe they were running similar stuff like UTSA was? Or
no, it's a completely different schematic defense, but a very good defense. Each week we go into the week with Bailey understanding certain checks in the pass game and the run game that he does a really good job of getting to in certain situations, and that's in the pass game and the run game. So we'll have a plan for that. But as far as schematically, they couldn't be. They're a lot different than UTSA was, that's for sure. Just schematically, very talented defense, but schematically a lot different.
With that, I guess, what do you see from Old Dominion when you look at them on film, like playmakers, what they do, where you think you can attack?
Yeah, they're coached really, really well. Their defensive coordinator's got us at Kansas State for 10 or 11 years. He learned from Bill Snyder, who's one of the greatest. I played against him and that staff for 5 years, and didn't matter the situation, they always played phenomenal defense there. They're coached really well. Like I said, they've got some really long, athletic defensive linemen, very twitchy guys. Linebackers run sideline to sideline, and DBs make plays. They're a little bit different schematically, like I said, but another really, really good defense. And Marshall's been a top offense in the conference for years, and they really did a good job this last week on those guys. So once again, it's going to take our best effort to get it done, and there's just a really good defense.
I guess I asked Bailey a couple weeks ago about this, but is there any chance you might get Bailey involved in the run game? He showed some ability to move. Everybody thought he was going to be a pocket passer coming in, but he has some of that ability to move. Have you thought about maybe adding some quarterback draws or some RPOs type of stuff?
Yeah, we'll carry the RPOs, quarterback draw, certain situation type deal, but we're definitely not going to hang our hat on running him. We'll put the ball in the running back's hands and let them do that, and try to just create different ways to get, we may be throwing the ball or doing screens or something like that, but all that's an extension of the run game as well. But as far as just him just running back there, running quarterback power, zone read, some of that stuff, we're not going to live in that world.
Kind of going off that with the run game, obviously Adam, whole crew had a pretty good game Saturday against UTSA. Kind of taking advantage of what they were giving you there. I guess, how good was that to see come together for the best rushing game of the year?
Yeah, it was great. We had talked all week. They had shown some of that 3-man rush drop 8 on tape before. With what we've kind of done, the prior games, we had a plan ready for that situation, and it opened up the run game for us, and our O-line blocked great, and the running backs did a great job of hitting it. So we had a lot more success in the first half. In the second half, they went back to their normal defense and added a hat to the box, and so there just weren't as many run lanes in the second half. But when we needed those tough runs, we got it done. Like you said, Adam had a phenomenal game. Kai, Noah, those guys were running back by committee right now, and all those guys have their role, and they're doing a great job. And it was really good to see all 3 of those guys have a lot of success last weekend.
Bailey, it seems like there was a lot of hype for him around here when he came here, but now it seems more on the national stage. I guess, as his coach for so long, what does it mean to you to, see him kind of take this rise and, get that national attention that, he probably deserves?
Yeah, couldn't be more proud to be his coach. Couldn't be more proud to be his coach going on year 4 now. I'm not surprised one bit. I've known him for 4 years. I knew he was going to come here and do what he's doing. Because there's not many guys that work as hard as he does and takes the game seriously. He's in my office all the time. We watch film together. He's there while I'm game planning. He loves the game of football. So, unfortunately, we played in a little smaller market there at Houston Baptist, and so some of that national praise wasn't going to be there for him. And as soon as we got here, there was never a shadow of doubt that was going to happen for him. And he's earned every bit of it, and I'm hoping he continues to stay on the track he's on.
With him specifically, obviously the 3 picks, the 2 opening drives, first 2 games, and then the 1 at the end of the last game. But, as a whole, I guess, what would you want him to do better, I guess, even though he's putting up all these great numbers?
Yeah, there's always stuff to improve on, and he's the first one to admit that. You look at the numbers, everybody thinks he played a perfect game, and you know it may be near perfect, but there's always little things that we can improve on. So, and those kind of are a game-to-game basis. Where certain games he's doing certain things right, and the next game maybe there's that area he could improve in. So, you know, I think there's a handful of things that him and I came away with after the game Saturday night that, you know, he could have helped put us in better situations and some of that stuff. And he understands that. He takes that with stride, and those are the few things that we're focused on getting better this week.
You know, in terms of that attention that we talked about, obviously, like you said, Houston Baptist has other competitors there, you know, College Houston, you know, Rice. In terms of like the attention that he's getting, I guess, what was it like, you know, the coverage there at Houston Baptist compared to, like, I guess, what he's seeing now from that national attention?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was different. You know, definitely this last year, you know, 2020, when you know, he really lit it up. We started garnering a little bit more attention, and but just the market's just smaller there, and just at the FCS level. You know, I don't think it really matters exactly what program you're at. You know, we're in a huge market there in Houston, but unfortunately we're just a FCS program. So as soon as you make the jump to a G5 school and one of Western Kentucky's caliber, that's going to already skyrocket your attention you're going to get. So, you know, I'd say it's probably just a normal FCS market, but clearly when we got here, it definitely went up a lot.